The other thing is to remember to, even when your car is sitting at home, make sure you keep your vehicle locked. If you have small children, even in your neighborhood, maybe not necessarily in your home, but in your neighborhood, because a lot of times, especially in the summer months, kids want to go outside and play, and they want to play a game of hide and seek. If there's an open vehicle, sometimes that seems like a good place to hide. Unfortunately, if the vehicle gets locked, the child ends up climbing into the trunk. They don't have a way to escape, and that can be very deadly as well. We also would like parents to remember not to keep their keys handy. Kids are fascinated by the vehicles. They see the parents using the remote to get in and out of the car. They might think it's a good idea to go try it themselves, and then they might not be able to find a way to get out. So unfortunately, kids playing games and getting locked in cars is a huge source of problem for us as far as heat-related deaths in children. From 1998 to 2011, there have been 495 deaths related to a child being left in a car in the heat. So we want parents to know, please be careful, avoid this situation by never leaving your child in a car. No matter what time of year it is, never leave them alone in a car. Yeah, if you ever see a child alone in a car, it's very important you call 911 immediately. If we don't report it, we don't know how long that child has been in the car, whether they're in any distress or not. A child should never be left alone in a vehicle ever. So if you see that, please call 911 right away. The temperature can rise very quickly. Even in temperatures as low as the 70s, we've seen heat-related injury for children being left in a car. So it doesn't really matter how long they've been in the car. Even 5 minutes is too long. The temperature can rise, particularly in the summer, very, very quickly, and it can rise high enough to cause injury or even death to that child. Any type of pet should never be left in a car alone, particularly in the heat. Also, disabled people who are not able to get out of the vehicle themselves, and elderly sometimes, they are very susceptible to the heat. So your elderly folks and also your pets, disabled people, should never be left alone in the car as well. Absolutely. The first thing is we want to avoid this situation altogether by not leaving a child alone in a car. The other thing we can do is we can put reminders to ourselves, and this is particularly if it's out of our normal routine and we have a child we're going to be dropping off somewhere. For men, sometimes it's a good idea to keep a stuffed animal or something in the car and put it in the front seat as a reminder. Also, men oftentimes carry a laptop case or a briefcase around. If you're going to be dropping your child off, say before you go to work, put that case in the back seat just as a reminder. So in case you arrive at your destination, you're going to go to the back seat and see that perhaps the child might still be there. Ladies as well, it's a good idea to put your purse or some other item that you may need for the day in the back seat as well. So when you arrive at your destination, you have a reminder to look in the back seat.